What's up? What's up? Hey, back again and whatnot. And I'm just laughing about something. Y'all see what I'm laughing about on Saturday. I got a special one coming for y'all on Saturday. But anyway, different women require different styles. Different women require different styles. Right? And oh man, yeah, I got something coming for y'all. I wonder if anybody picking up what I'm talking about. Anyway, right? Check it out. One of the sad things I see in this space, and this is something I've covered several times before. You get some people on here and they want to argue. And especially, what's funny is usually the dudes who, by their own admission, either virgins or don't get pussy. And they will sit there and argue with you. They'll argue with a dating coach, right? Over what actually gets women. That's what kills me. But the reality is what they're probably saying is true, but then if it's different for what the dating coach is saying, it's probably true as well too. And for one simple reason. Different things work with different women. So logically, nobody's right or wrong. It just depends on who they're dealing with, right? So you have the people who maybe might be looks, money, and status. But that plays a part when you're dealing with upper class, more upper class women, because it's more about image. But then somebody say, well, you gotta be a thug, you gotta be a Pookie and Ray Ray. Well, that works with the more lower class women. You gotta be hard with them and direct. And there's some deeper aspects, and I actually have a paid video or somewhere, I got so many, where I get into the subconscious aspects of why that is. I gotta remember where I said it, but I know I've said it. People on my private site know I've definitely talked about it. But the thing is, with any woman, it's not just, oh, she's a female. That's the biggest mistake I think many inexperienced guys get. They haven't really dealt with enough females to differentiate. Or if they have, they've all been in the same social circle or social class. Like if you grow up in the hood or something, even if you ain't trying to get in trouble or do anything like that, you're going to deal with a certain class of women. In fact, these dudes who be on that Pookie and Ray Ray thing, I can already tell if they focus on it, they've been in that area. Except for the ones who being disingenuous about it, but that's another video. So I can tell, if I listen to somebody long enough, I can tell what type of women they deal with, what their social class is and everything. Because depending on the class, they're going to behave differently. Right here I referred to Master Teacher BGS's Octane model. That was genius when it came up because it takes in consideration social class. But that's not the only thing. You got to approach a woman who is a Christian, hardcore Christian, like go to church 8 days a week type of Christian. You got to approach her differently than the new agey woman who worships a goddess. And you walk in a house, you got altars and incense and sage and all over the place. And instead of saying pussy, she says yoni. There's a big difference in how you approach them. And thus, since there's differences, and even region, race, it's a lot of little things. It's a lot of little things. So that way you have to approach it differently. Like if you're looking at a dating coach, the question you should be asking, not whether you're right or wrong, but does what he's saying fit my social milieu? You have to ask that question. It's like, okay, I'm hanging out with a bunch of professional 92 octane black women. Will what you're telling me work with them? Or you could be one of those dudes, or even in the white community. In fact, class is more pronounced in the white community. It's more fluid, like it blends more in the black community, but in the white community, it's like boom, boom, boom. Shit, white people talk about white people more than we do. So it's it's a lot of different stuff going on, and you got to keep that in mind. And like people, it's like get off the, really get off the, like, oh, this is it. And I heard a conversation. It was a shout out, Mr. Lucario. He's arguing with this dude. Like, arguing, the dude is screaming, but it's like, dude, shut the fuck up. Yeah, okay, maybe for one group what you're saying works, but that ain't the overall shit. In fact, that's why, like, when people be trying to say this dating coach is better, I say, no, it's different styles. Like, my style is specific to a person. We got the new guy. I'm always shout him out because we kind of on the same page, Cousin T-Talk. He at a level, you got to be at a certain level for him to even take you on as a client. You got to be at a certain level already. So it's different things, different styles. Or if you look at somebody like Kevin Samuels, that's their professional crowd. He's at another level, but it's a different style. Whereas somebody like a Lucario might be better for the street game. All right, what's going on here? What's going on here? See, I gotta get my car washed. All right. Yeah, this thing better scan my stuff. All right. This thing better scan my stuff. All right. Print receipt. I don't need a receipt. Anyway, yeah, I'm going here in the car wash. When you're in this car, it don't cost that much to really keep your car clean. Like, fellas, we want to keep your car somewhat clean. That's what some of y'all bummy do. If you even got a car, though. But anyway, now on the real though, people got to remember that, and people got to just say, what do I want? What do I want in a person? And then why argue over what they're doing? And that's even something I have to remember sometimes. Sometimes people get in there and they'll say it's this way. Say, no, it's that way for you, fam. But it's not that way the way I'm looking at it and who I'm dealing with. Even the diesel, when BGS was talking about the diesel thing, diesel women, there's a lot of women who look like they regular, but they on some diesel, low-key prostitution stuff. You got to deal with them. You got to deal with them almost the same way you deal with a diesel, even though they might wear a suit to work, Or you get those women in the sexual underworld. They gonna behave on a totally different way. Those are the ones that be real innocent, but they at a sex club in the afternoon. So that's the game. That's the game. What am I on time? I know I gotta give y'all 10 minutes. But always remember that it's different styles. Just respect that and understand that. Even if your game should really, whatever game you got, it should be targeted to your target audience. That's why I say you gotta find your tribe. You gotta find your tribe. What type of women you trying to get? Like, you cannot approach, if you want those professional type of women, I tell you can't approach them the same way you approach those street women. And if for whatever reason you want that street woman, you gotta be hard. You can't be direct. You can't be on no indirect shit. Cause they the type will be like, those will be the type who will be like, yeah, why you playing around? How come you not just straight up asking for it? And that's just the real. That's just the real. So, anyway, that was just a quick one. There was something else I wanted to give today, but I told you I was going to do that one. I got to think about whether to say this next thing, because it's some real high stuff. It make y'all feel bad because only a few people going to reach that level to think what I was thinking about. Anyway, y'all have a good day, and I'll talk to y'all later. Peace and blessings.